Alright. How you doing, guys? Sunday night. Cheers. I have my tea. And it's good. I just checked. I have over 300 hours on Dwarf Fortress on Steam, and it's not even been 2 months since the game has been out. So let's play more of it. Let's go back to Woodfight, and I will be continuing finishing the minecart repeater for the upright spear trap, and I did little progress, like maybe a couple of weeks or month in game. Not much happened, but I was trying a little bit of an approach with the minecart repeater, and I got one version working, and I got the timing what I thought would be a good timing done. But we'll check on this. So first of all, what is a minecart repeater? It means that there's a pressure plate there. Repeater is that something is happening repeatedly. In Dwarf Fortress terms, triggering something. So in this case we have a pressure plate here, which is continually triggered because a minecart is driving over it over and over again. We plan to use some sort of timing here for upright spear trap that is here. So there's spikes that will be retracting to the floor, and then when something hits the pressure plate, it comes up and goes back down. And then again, when it hits again, they come back up, and anything that is standing above them will get hurt, even trap immune enemies. But we need to get this timing right, and I'll be testing that as well. That will we do like a double timing? Is it possible to do like shoo, shoo, or do we need to do like shoo, shoo, and then as fast as possible come back? So we'll be tweaking that. We already have different kind of repeaters here on the fort, because we have a simple traffic repeater, as we are stepping on this pressure plate, and the atom smasher below gets raised and goes back down again. We also have the repeater for the web trap, as the forgotten beast that is shooting webs onto a bridge, which is currently actually retracted because someone has stepped on this pressure plate and it's about to reappear again. So that's one of the repeaters we have. But yes, repeater will be the theme today, and this little quarry work we had here, it's mostly for style, because I wanted to kind of outline these things, but we made some minecart hauling jobs here. One dog got hit on the initial track, so I changed the design, and now no one seems to be injured by it. They have stayed away from that track, so it's been good. But the fortress itself, let's actually this time start from the bottom. Actually, let's start all the way from the bottom. So we are at level -84. This is where we will also be visiting today, because these corridors will be filled with magma. And we'll be testing if this last design of the magma dip, where the minecart will be swooshing through, is it now the perfect length? Meaning that the minecart would be filled, but would have just enough power to come up this ramp that is not very visible because of this track here. But hopefully we see minecart invisible coming up from there. So that's something we will test today as well. So for that I will actually go and close that before we even continue the tour, so I remember. And so this is where we are getting our magma. Actually going even further below, even that this is effectively the bottom floor of our build at the moment. If we go all the way down to 120 and so, we have the third cavern layer, which is currently not open. But we have found it, and I can open it from here, and I have a way to control any enemies that come from here. Just going a couple of levels up, we have the second cavern layer, and currently this layer is being guarded and controlled by a fire-breathing flat worm. So as we discovered as it was breathing fire, that this fire is not like dragon fire, so I think we could contain this beast. So I was thinking of adding this to our trap design, and we would have a flamethrower to our disposal as well. What would that in practice mean? Let's see when we get all the way to the top to the trap, where we will be spending some time today. But anyway, this thing already took care of one forgotten beast here. I think it took a little bit of damage doing that. No, it actually just burned its own fat. So maybe it's actually not fire immune itself. At least its fat was not. Anyway, so then let's just come back up from here, all the way down from down there to our fortress, which is like 100 levels above that. So these are the corridors that are going. My fortress starts there, but just to show you, these cavern layer 1 all the way in there, 2 and 3, these all come up to a single place, which is here, and I can keep these trapdoors locked or open, and depending on what I want to do, I can capture them in rooms in here. If we already captured a web shooting beast here. Maybe we will get a giant cave spider later and get this forgotten beast away. Or I can let them up to my main traps coming from here. Again, 1, 2, 3 if I open these ones. And then we get them into the minecart grinders. This is where I plan to have the flamethrower maybe. Let's see if we get to that build today, or will we just spend time with the minecarts. And then they will have upright spear traps here, maybe along this way. And then finally, well, I think these gate traps are quite redundant right now. But then I think what I will do that if this bridge is closed, they will have access to this corridor, where they will either be funneled back, depending on how I play with the traps, or kind of this could also be a way to have a bait for anyone to come through this whole thing, because I would open a trapdoor here while keeping this bridge closed, so that no one actually can get in there without going through all this thing. But yeah, let's see if I do the flamethrower thing. I could like lure it here, maybe test it out. Then if it doesn't work, I would let it back and test my trap design with the beast. If the flame throwing doesn't work. But yeah, actually that is no longer needed. Let's quickly look at the fortress from the bottom up as I planned. I have a lot of bedrooms in the making, so we need to remember to continue working on those. I left them a little bit without enough attention last time. I think we have one floor here that we can now build. Well, even that I said I would be doing a tour. Let me actually do this floor while I remember, so as soon as we unpause, wolves will have something to do. So let's engrave all these and continue doing it. I think at the moment my population cap is 160. I think we will wait with that a bit and make sure everyone has a bedroom before we accept more, because I think we will hit 220 quite fast. So just bedrooms. I decided to do very luxurious 3x5 bedrooms for everyone, but Smaller ones would do as well. Okay, we start from up here. Let me actually let's do like a low priority. Low priority minings here, so I remember this as well. This is the worst fortress tour there has ever been, because I just start doing stuff right away. No, that's not what I want to do. So how about we forget that and actually continue coming up. So more bedrooms, and then in here we do have our at the moment countess's room. I'm pretty sure we might actually become a duchy when the liaison arrives now this fall. Again, more bedrooms. And then we have the bottom part of the web trap, where the weavers are collecting the webs. So first webs from this level fall here, and then we can drop them into the collect zone. And this is infinite source of silk. We already have a stupid amount of them. The first stockpile level, we have the furniture stockpiles, and then we have all the clothes, armors, shields, weapons, all the leather gear, ammunition, some other weapons like crossbows as well. And I actually made this Engineers Guild after the previous stream, because I did sadly notice that I forgot to build it in time. So we have that agreement to establish guild hall for barricaded guild has been abandoned. So I didn't build the guild for them in time. Some of them actually had some unhappy thoughts about it, but I built it now. So I think it should be okay after that. But yeah, unfortunately I did forget that I agreed on the petition. I carved out this room, but I never built it. But now it's there. Then we get to the cavern traffic control that we already showed with. At the moment, manually locked hatch covers. I don't have levers for this. I think it would be a more dwarven way to actually have the dwarves control the access. But it's more convenient to click on the locks right now. But then we have mechanics who's only using magma safe stones, just in case we need them. The cloth production that we will scale up as needed. These two looms here are weaving the webs. And then we have a couple of more looms, then eventually weaving those thread into clothes after we have dyed them. And as already mentioned, we have a little bit of quarry work here, mostly to just kind of carve nicely around this cavern spike that we have. But this will, we have stairs there, so we'll continue digging from the underside around this cavern, and at the same time get rocks to our workshops, which are on the levels above. So here we have our stone workers, we have our tomb on the left. Not many have died, but some. We have our dormitory, which have been in use in the recent months or even a year, because I forgot to build enough bedrooms. A generic temple, which I actually should definitely engrave. I don't know why I haven't done that, so let's do that with low priority. And we should maybe put chests there as well, so they could maybe have some someone play some music in there. Looks like our doctor's guild is at the moment extremely popular. So I don't have a temple. I don't have a tavern. I mean, I do have a generic temple. I don't have a tavern. So the only place the dwarves will go and hang out are the generic temple and all the guilds. And the result of this, because they go there to socialize, but they also go there for lectures. Someone is doing a demonstration. What that has done is that I have stupid amount of legendary dwarves in armorsmith, in weaponsmith, in the works for mechanics. in the works for animal trainers. Same thing with engravers. So some of this has been doing like they're traditionally doing the things, engraving, doing armors, but we literally have at the moment. Oh yeah, this has gone completely out of hand. We have like 25 legendary armor smiths. This is okay. So how many? Okay, there's only 3 dwarves who have not been there. For some reason, Munagas is not interested in this at all. But looks like Greymalk has actually gone there because he has disappeared from the list. So good job, Greymalk. But yeah, this is kills are quite powerful if you let them run for years. They really like them. The added benefit of this is that more or less every strange mood we get, at least lately, has been going into the forges, either to create an armor or a weapon. So that was not my plan with this, because I didn't know which guild they would go to, but for some reason the Armorers guild has been the most popular one, together with the weapons. And then I've of course let the legendary ones actually craft something, especially if they are not legendary in anything else. But yeah, we can produce some. I hadn't checked in a while. This is just too hot. Oh, this is okay. How many there is? So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Is this 16? We have 28 legendary armor smiths. Yeah, I think because I usually stream on Saturdays and Sundays in the like my morning. I start at noon. But today I started now at 6 o'clock. So if the scheduled time, which was 6 hours ago, goes away, then it disappears from the schedule screen because the stream is should be ongoing already. But yeah, this is silly. Hey, Happy Salt, how you doing? But yeah, okay, that's I got a little bit distracted as I was showing the guilds and what we had in there. But anyway, see what guild was this? Stoneworkers, okay. So yeah, then we have the Magma Works. I have effectively been using 3 of these, and that's been a lot. So 8 smelters is complete overkill. So I think I will keep it. Also 4 forges is plenty. Even that we could have literally 20 weaponsmiths and armorsmiths doing armor all the time if we need it. But yeah, let's keep that. Same thing with the glassworks. I have not even been doing anything, but I've just been filling these holes with magma as I've been testing the magma retrieval system. But that is there now. We have our dyers here who are using dimple cups from at the moment 4 little farms. These farmers' workshops are not doing that much anymore. They are currently processing quarry bushes into bags. They used to do the pigtails, but we changed into silk because we got the web shooter, so they are not doing that much anymore. This is at the moment my only dining hall. Even that it's a small, it seems to have been enough for now. But I think I should add maybe another dining hall on the other side of the fortress to not make them run here every time. And I think I also want to build that tavern, but I'm not sure if the time for that is today. Continuing from here up, we have our food production, the hen house, soap production. This is the actual entrance into the inside of the fort. It comes through like a U-bend. so we can close it with hatches, because hatches can't be destroyed from below. So that's why I'm using hatches in a lot of places where I want to like 100% sure control access. We have a guard dog there, a couple of traps if it spots something. Some thief might be caught on those. If the dog spots them, and nothing should get in, at least without us noticing it. Carpenters, wood furnaces who are making charcoal for the steel. Then we have just stockpiles for the different minerals, for the smelters top above and below them. And this is the last level of the actual fortress. No, sorry, this is where we were. And then when we go up on the right hand side, we have like a low quality item disposal into the garbage shaft. At the moment we are throwing away like lower quality furniture, so we can make better ones. And then the refuse disposal above, that is automatically atom smashed in the shaft right there. We have been training elephants, so we captured wild elephants from the untamed wilds we are in and started training them. And this is their offspring waiting to grow up. We are now 7 years into this fort, so around year 11 for this fort, these elephants will start growing up. And then here we have a well that I just used aquifer to build into. And why there is a grass here is that I channeled it out from the surface. So this area counts as outside. Because of that, no miasma for any refuse that is here before it's dumped. And we can do outdoor crops here like maize and strawberry. And because it's 2 sea levels high, there's also trees growing. It's growing in it at times. Added bonus. And then from here we have access controllable with the hatch above our trade depot. So this is the main entrance. Entrance here, they have to go through minecart grinder when these are turned on. That has already proved somewhat effective. And as said, now we are in the process of mechanizing these upright spears with the minecart repeater. And continuing to the above ground level, the main entrance, the trap corridor if I want to capture a beast, and the main staircase from here if the way from the trade depot is closed. And by closing this bridge, we can completely close off the surface or force them into the trap corridor. And we captured the wild animals by creating these choke points with these crosses or plus design with the walls, forcing things to go through our cage traps. That's how we got elephants, and 2 of the original 5 are still here. The other 3 did get killed by agitated wildlife. We had some giant birds attacking us quite a bit in the beginning. But yeah, that's the fort at the moment, and this is above my repeater. I'll be working on those, but then yeah, I was thinking that maybe we would do the flamethrower here. So maybe we would capture it like somewhere in here. Then we would have whoever comes in, they would have to walk here, and then here would be a corridor where they would be shot by the flamethrower. The forgotten beast who breathes fire, that is. But yeah, that will wait. But this is something I do want to do, as it is currently working relatively well. In a way that if you look at it carefully, the pressure plate just comes up when this comes around. So that means that it's timed good for the pressure plates, but that is not necessarily the best timing for the spike trap. So that's why I will be working with the timing of that. But yeah, let's go designate some. Actually, I will stop this while I remember. Let's go and pull. Let's pull that one, so that the minecart stops. So in this design, it will come to an halt in here when the bridge arrives in that location. So that's good. We'll continue that one. And I think I will build like a test spear here that I will connect the pressure plate to. And then we'll see how long of a track I need to build. And I might actually change this design a little bit. We might even rebuild this whole thing. I have some ideas. And this the moment we have like we have all these impulse ramps pushing it. But yeah, I think I will put this one in a way that we kind of come up. We come up from that direction, so then we would have all the impulse ramps here, and then we would just control the way of the flow in there. But yeah, let's give the dwarves something to do. Something to do here, and mine a little bit of these rocks around here. Try not to carve into the cavern itself. Right, so we have a new level. I think it will look kind of nice because this looks kind of a weird logo in here. So, and I could even carve inside it, like in that one there. That could be cool as well. Yeah, let's go. I am actually. This is dirt right here. That's dirt. Okay, so let's take the levels above. Levels above. So this is mostly kaolinite and chalk. This is still some chalk in here. There's dolomites. It's dolomites. Okay. Let's do some of this. So through these stairs here and here, we'll get some of these rocks going above, and I'm trying to see that I wouldn't touch the cavern walls. So we are not gonna get notification for that, apart from at some point Forgotten Beast flying up from there, or something flying up from there and hitting us. I could potentially, you know what? Let's in this side. Let's plan this in a way that I could potentially have some noble rooms here. Noble rooms here, kind of overlooking the cavern. It's kind of on the large side, but we could have. Maybe this is actually just more of an open space, but I will leave it in a way that I could potentially like make it a room or something. But this could be a nice room in here for sure. So let's do that. Actually do that same thing here as well. Later on. One thing I should do is start the military. Just so, because the things I do take a lot of time. So then we would have at least the dwarves training. training while I'm building things, as a lot of like dwarven calendar times going potentially for these. So maybe I'll do that as well. We'll get some training going. What I think I will do is I will open up the dwarf therapist and have some dwarves who have urge to fight. Have them start to be our initial militia after all these years, and mostly for their own happiness than to actually defend the fort. But then also for the future fortresses, because this is the first civilization for this first site for this dwarven civilization that I plan to build more to, and as we are the only site at the moment, a lot of these dwarves will migrate into our future fortresses. When I'm painting this here, there could be I don't know. You could designate like never mine here area, because then I could like designate center like that and do it once, and then I could just paint over it with to actually mine stuff. I just went into the cavern in there, I see. Let's see how it looks otherwise. It looks good. That looks good. That is already good. Haven't opened it. Not doing this here. This is okay. Missing some things here. That looks good. And then we had the level in here. This looks okay. Couple of things in there. Yeah, we haven't breached that. Okay, that will have the dwarves busy doing something. But yeah, let's set up the military. But I also want to where do I want them to train? Because I don't want them necessarily training on the top side, at least right now. And as we have the stockpiles here for old items, I would actually need... I could make the barracks in here where they store their stuff. Actually, I will think if I actually want to open that, or do I want to keep the quarry separate. Not necessarily their training place, but I do want to plan for the place where they put their stuff in. So this could be that. Let's see, let's make these with a little bit more priority. Yeah, above we don't really have good places for... Originally I was thinking that this could be a training room. Here, but I think... I guess I could have the barracks in here, that they would be ready to go out or into this corridor if something happens. So maybe the training would be in here, or even in this room, and we would move these elsewhere. like have stockpiles below for all this stuff. Oh. I did build the wood collection there as well. Maybe. At some point I had plans where to put everything, but then I kind of forgot about it. And where did I plan to put all the military? I would have access to drinks and foods if I had them like training in here. Maybe the cage traps. We could have a cage trap storage like in here, and then I would move these a little bit, and then we would have like the military training like up here. Yeah, I think I could do that. Let's start with that. It doesn't need to be the end of it all, but then rooms for their gears. We'll potentially have multiple rooms in here. I might actually change this idea now a bit. That's what we could do. That is not so much needed there. It's just showing the corners where we are. How much room do we have in here? See how 5x5 rooms would look in here. Yeah, I think those could work. Then they could have armor racks and armor stands in these ones. These ones, these ones, and we could be relatively close to everything in here. And if I would build multiple squads eventually, they could all have their stuff in here. Yeah, I think I like this. Let's change the access a bit, because they would be getting the stuff a lot from here as well. I think I could do like double doors in here, and this one would have access through those, and then if they want to come from here, that would be possible as well. I think that could be enough for now. And then for the military itself, so let's first of all, because we do have our initial militia, we have our military commander in place. So let's check their schedules first, because what I want to do is for the staggered training to actually be like once start as like once or twice a year. Let's just put them off duty. Off duty for the whole year, and then let's train. Let's train these guys in. So equip always for this one. Sleep room at will. Train, and let's do that, and we copy paste that. If we would like them to train all the time, put those in there. Done. Ready, no orders is equip always, sleep at room at will. Off duties, orders only. That's good. Okay, and I will move them into well, let's actually call them off duty for now. And then let's see, I will assign military. Just in case, do a hard save as I open up Dwarf Therapist. And yeah, for the bedrooms we had the blueprints there, but I think it was the end of the last stream I ordered all those to be mined out so that I actually remember to build them. Yeah, let's take Dwarf Therapist out and see what I do with this. Let me actually first take a screenshot of the nicknames while I do that. We'll start losing nicknames when we get into a fight till they fix that. Right, so let's look at Dwarf Therapist for a moment. There we go. So at the moment we only have one squad. And let's take a look at the dwarves. This is super small, depending on what screen you are working with, but don't worry. And if you don't know Dwarf Therapist, it's an external tool that taps into Dwarf Therapist, and you can look at the stats of the dwarves in more. When you want to get an overall picture, it's really good for that. It does a lot of things. It's very good for maintaining the military squads. I don't really use it for anything else. You also see kind of your fort's overall needs in detail. So we see that actually there's quite a lot of need to take it easy because we don't have a tavern, but they are not on red, but there's a lot of needs for that. There are some critical ones for prayer, but they are one of dwarves, so I don't see any big number on red. But things like be with friends, be with family, these are related to not having a tavern. So I think I will definitely do that as well today. But anyway, what I plan to do, I do see that there's quite a lot of need to fight. So let's take a look at the needs. So let's see, first of all, is there some dwarves who are going completely crazy for not being able to pray. I see Nicholas and Jitterbug, Flying Fish Shaws, having some critical needs related to that. But what I'm interested in is fighting. Because these ones who have like a bad distraction of that, they are probably someone who I want to have in the military. Military there. Actually, top here is the monster slayer. Promising they have super needs for that, but not all this is actually that's accurate. So I think I will just ignore that for now, and let's see what kind of dwarves do we have. Do we have any skilled dwarves in the fighting? Not really. We have a couple of dwarves who have like just a little bit of an axe skill, and that's about it. If you look at the overall fighting, we have more. As far as marks dwarves go, we have some. Hey, Tiny Frog. So some things that are not trained at all, or very little, are disease resistance and recuperation. But I will look at these more when I start to decide who will actually be doing fighting, because I want a lot of my dwarves to be in the military training, just to get them some happy thoughts about the training, but not so much for them to actually do the fighting. Okay. Dwarf Therapist does work with Steam. There's like obviously alpha testing version available. You can find it in the Dwarf Therapist kit page. If you don't know what kit is, probably don't go into the Dwarf Therapist just yet. At least don't use it to anything else but to view your dwarves. So yeah, I want to see like who. Okay, what I think I will do is I will put the dwarves in there into the squad who have a little bit of a fighting background but are not marks dwarves. At least in theory they could be my ones. But okay, here's this guy is actually my legendary letter worker, which I don't have that much of. There's a miner. Also, what I could consider is the recuperation and disease resistance, and they would be learning the other stuff. So normally I just put dwarves there in random, but now I start to look here. I feel the need that I should look at some numbers, but then again I don't really care about any of the numbers, so maybe I should just assign them there. Okay, but yeah, let's do it from here. Let's assign these guys into the squad initial militia who have some sort of fighting background, whatever that is. And actually, for this initial one, I will avoid the nicknamed ones. These guys might get nicknamed later, but someone who's an armor user, a shield user, they can be really nice for the first squad. Actually, I think I might even do. I will do like multiple squads right away. Maybe I will do 3 squads. Actually, forget about what I said about the nicknames. Let's just put these guys in. Also, let's take a look at the guys who had. Is there a need for like martial training? Yeah, probably these ones who badly need martial training would really want to be in there as well. I see Nicholas is. Oh wait a minute, is this one of the monster hunters? probably so. That's why they have so much need in there. And yeah, actually a lot of them have needs for martial training, I see. One of them is even distracted about this. Why? Yeah, I'll put you in there at least. Badly distracted because of it. I saw Varakim earlier, a little bit miserable about not being able to fight, so let's put them in as well. Again, Kolov wants to fight as well, let's put them there. Okay, just to I will put this screen open in Dwarf in the Dwarf Fortress itself, and then I will commit the changes. So there you see how I actually do the changes. So if we look at this now, everyone here is now assigned. So that's probably the last time I show the Dwarf Therapist here. I will just be doing that off screen on the side. But now let's set their uniform. Actually, let's add a new uniform, and this will be my full steel melee. And we'll do mail shirts, we'll do breastplates, we will do helms, we'll actually do leggings. We are not doing greaves. And I think if I put leg wear, I can't tell. Oh, I can put steel leg wear. I think I will still just say leggings. I'm doing leggings because we only have low boots in our civilization. I'm pretty sure leggings don't cover that like under knee position, and they could be like hit there because they don't have high boots covering that area. So that's why I'm using that one. Not sure how it works with leggings and trousers, but I will test that. At least trousers and greaves do work, so I assume those will work as well. Handwears is mittens and gauntlets. Footwear is in this case, yeah, high boots is called foreign because we don't have it. Socks and low boots, and they will all have shield. And that will be steel. That will be steel. That will be steel. The leggings is steel. The mittens they will use is leather. Gauntlets are steel. Low boots are steel, and I'll be using steel shields, which is not so, or metal shields actually. Can I tell that, like, can this be specifically steel shield? Or just metal? Okay, I can say it's steel shield. It's very heavy shield, so it's not ideal for blocking, but they will use it for bashing as well. And then when they actually get the skill, it doesn't really matter that if it's lightweight wooden one or actually a steel one. So, and then this would be replacing clothing, and let's call it exact matches only. We could actually get the high boots from another dwarven civilization if we establish connection and they would send caravans. So maybe we send an emissary to Beers and start getting crafts from them. My previous fort in this world, just a different civilization. I'm thinking that will I put the trousers as leather one as well, because we are making those if I recall. I think I will just keep it as is so they can make the normal one. So let's confirm and save this, and let's assign. That's an old one. It's an old one. We are not going to use the leather armor, so I can release that, but I will leave the archer because we might use that. So then let's assign full steel melee to them. And we will change their schedule into the stacker training, which right now puts them in off duty. But then we will have them have a training area. Training area right here. Actually, I want this mine now. Same thing with this. And I was just thinking that we do have some space below, so would I utilize that for those? Yeah, maybe not. I will just move the cages in here. Interestingly, I'm looking at the FPS. So the FPS was actually the graphical FPS was dipping quite low when I was looking at all the dwarves moving in here. Anyway, let's move this. Move this one here. The empty cages. Oh, there's the caravan. Let's see, will they make us a duchy already? I think they just did. They've come empowered to elevate this land in the eyes of the realm. Well, the same as ever. I don't think he has ever brought us any news. We'll continue asking for a letter. Just some random letter choices here. So in large numbers, letter is really hard to produce. Yeah, that we have all the animals, it's a lot of work. Handwear and windows. Let's see, there are no mandates at the moment. Where did this happen? Was this it was there, okay. That has stopped, so we can continue. Go to that in just a moment. Let's make a little bit of an engraving into the training area as well. So this is now oh wait. Oh, this is my original dormitory. I left it there all along. I hope no one has been sleeping on the floor. Wait, did I did paint this one, right? Yeah, okay, I did. I left the area assigned all this time. Okay. Training indoors. Let me check quickly from A. Quickly from here, I see couple of dwarves who have some teaching, so they could be like good militia captains. And these guys even have... Okay, these guys are Marks Dwarfs, interesting. Everyone who has teaching is... high teaching is Marks Dwarf. Huh. Interesting. Just a second. On the other hand, they will learn the teaching as well if I just let them do that. Yeah, let me take those names. Okay. Let's make... right, I would need the captain of the guard as well. Ah, damn it. Do I want to select that as well now? I don't think teaching is a secondary skill. It's not the guilds can be made for laborers, but they do learn teaching by giving the demonstrations in any guild. Any guild. Oops, I didn't need to show my face. Hey, hello. At least in full screen. I meant to push that button. Let's see. Oh, I actually don't have camera on this. Well, maybe it's better that you don't. And my face is not blocking this view. So what am I looking at? The skills. Alright, this is actually how good they are in teaching already. So they are learning that quite a bit in the others, but like someone who's good in persuasion, like judge of intent. That's probably the important one. Obviously, our duchess is already one. I see some decent stats in these ones, so I don't really know like what would actually make like a good. What would make a good captain of the guard? Should they be like broker for a while and then they would do it? I'm just thinking that judge of intent is important for the captain of the guard. And then maybe the other social skills. So I'm looking at Innuendum. He could be one. He could be one. Let me take a screenshot of those. Let's go back into game, and these could be my primary choices here for captain of the guard. And then probably after that I would assign all the... Because I usually make the captain of the guards a crossbow squad as well. So then I could select my other dwarves to go in there. let's select the captain of the guard now as the second squad. They are looking at leader and tactician skills, but I'm not really sending this squad anywhere, but it's nice to see that we have some tacticians. Because these guys could actually make like really good militia captains. You make the captain a scholar in the library. Why do you value leadership and teaching for captain of the guard? Because for me, captain of the guard's main thing is the justice system. No, yeah, it's I'm not taking that as that do this, but just curious. Because I would value leadership and teaching for any militia captain, or brain freeze, militia commander. But for captain of the guard, I do value its judge of intent and those social skills because they are doing the interrogations. Yeah, let's see if one of these would actually match the other things I looked at. Because these. But yeah, this is actually good to see because I see they will be great militia captains. But I'm thinking. But let's go from here. Let's take a look at. Just a moment. Let's take a look at Innuendum. So they are doing various things. They are legendary armorsmith, great weaponsmith, and all that. They don't have this, but they are talented pacifier, proficient persuader, proficient judge of intent. I like this. I wonder if the pacifying is... Do they actually train that because they are doing animal training? Are they actually... And will pacifying be... Will pacifying be a good skill for interrogations? Yeah, they learn a lot in the guilds. I think all of these is come from the guilds. It's crazy. Let's look at the personality. Nervous wreck. Well, I don't really like that for captain of the guard, to be honest. That means they can't handle stress, I think. Yeah, other than that, would have actually been a good option. Good option. Let's look at the other options I was checking before. This fellow had some good things as well going for him. Intimidators, judge of intents. Has some armor knowledge as well. They are not in the military yet, no. Never moved by the emotions of others. So this is actually a good thing because, like, if someone who they are interrogating would start crying, this might actually make them not to. I'm guessing here. I don't exactly know how the interrogations work. Very easily falls into love. Ooh, well, that might be a bad thing if they fall in love with the prisoner. Is there something about like respect for law? Or is it more in the value? It's very humble. He likes a little excitement now and then, a greedy streak. Great deal of respect for the law. Greatly prizes loyalty, sees friendship as one of the finer things in life. Honesty is a high ideal. I'm kinda liking these for captain of the guard, to be honest. Yeah, I think this dwarf will be one. Zugzul Ulolveb. Okay, and this is in absolutely no order, without any filters. Zogzul, there you are. Captain of the guard. Right, they will need their own room, of course they will. That's also for the interrogations. It's also oh shit, I also need to build the Also, I need to build the cages now pronto when I change them, when I assigned this guy. Crap. Crap. Right, because they will have bad thoughts if they don't have enough. If they don't have, where is it? If they don't have enough dungeons. Actually, I wasn't thinking about the jail at all. But yeah, let's first create a squad for the captain of the guard. I will actually make them a archer by default. Then I will go into the equip screen and I will change this into change this completely. I will give a new weapon that is crossbows. Crossbows, and I actually do like them wearing like a proper armor as well. But then again, I never really do the leather armor. What if I just assign them crossbows and then and again, how will I usually use them as a secondary crossbow squad. No, but yeah, I will have them have some mail shirts. But let's not put breastplates. We'll use helms. Oh, I forgot hoods from the main uniform there. I just realized. Crap. Yeah, I forgot hood. We'll have leggings as well. Trousers. Gauntlets. Mittens and gauntlets. Socks and low boots. They will have a shield in their back as well. That is leather. That is steel. It's leather. That is steel. That is steel. That is steel. Let's do that. And then let's change the name. Let's first change this one. So this will be I'll actually change this name here. Can I actually do a fortress guard in here? No. Let's call this the Golden Guard. I like that name. And then we will change their name in here into the Fortress Guard. That is the visible name. I like to change this name as well because this is shown in various places. So I want to have some sort of a indicator in there. And this will be I already got an armored guard here. I see. So this will be Commander's Squad. If I could just find my keys. And then the Fortress Guard will remain in off-duty. That needs to be changed like that. Always improve as well. Done editing. Always done editing. would be their stagger training, but I'm not gonna put them on that just yet. Right now they are off duty. Then we take... See, let me actually assign 4 more squads here at least. So the first militia captain. In here I actually like the leader. Leader and tactician. Talented tactician is actually pretty badass. I should take advantage of that. So I think this guy is one of the militia captains for sure. Then another one. Competent leader is pretty good as well. So let's take advantage of that. But that's now 4 squads in total, and let's make a 5th squad. 5th squad, and right, showing the same names in here. That's a little bit confusing. Okay, everyone else is just novice, but at least they have a little bit of that. Maybe that guy will be one. Then, so that's now those guys. Then let's make create a new squad for you, full steel melee. Create a new squad for you, full steel melee. Make a squad for you, full steel melee. And then, since I do have the icons mod, let's change these ones. So this will be the captain of the guards team. So let's make it black and white there. Let's change that symbol into let's make it. Let's make it blue and white. Then this team would potentially be like mostly Warhammers. What's the hammerers color? It's not red because those are maces. Blue is axe actually. Well, I might adjust the colors later. I think I would actually like that the other way around, like that. Maybe that. Yeah, let's do that. Then let's get. Oh, that is actually an axe because this is hammer. Let's do. There's white and ooh, that's bright. Bright. Yeah, actually kind of like that. And then we select spears. Spears. Now that looks too much like the other one. Black background probably not gonna work that well. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so then we would have. Let's just call these very simply. Militia 1. No, this one. Militia 2. And Militia 3. Might change them later for some specific weapons, and then we take this one. So I would call these guys the axe. Can I do steel? Can I do off? No front compound steel. Steel's axe. Can't I do like steel axe? Why can't I do it like there? Okay, that goes there. I don't like that. Of steel. The axe of steel. Ah, kinda like that. So that's the first squad. Then these guys will be the hammer. Let's do the same thing here. The hammers. We have a hammer here as well. Hammer or hammer? Hammer of hammers. Kinda, you know what? That's a stupid name, but I like it. Those guys are now that. And then these guys will be spear. Or spears. Let's see what it is. Do we have like sharp spears? No. Do we have... what else we could have? Have a spike. Spicy spears. No, not that. Not that. The grand spears? The great spears. Let's do it like that. That's the squad. Okay, there we go. And then all of those we would start. So these guys would be schedule. Sleep room at will. I so wish this would be common for all the squads, so at least have an option that's just do the same thing for everyone. That would be so much easier. Okay, those are fine. That is fine. Then we're gonna change this one. Change this one in a way that these guys actually train. These guys train from... like that, two times a year, and then that will be the selected thingamajiggy. So that's the third month. And we change into these guys. We change this one into sleep room as well, because we don't use barracks for sleeping. Then we check that one. That's okay. That one is okay. We check this one. We take everything to off-duty first. Then from the third month they would start training. Equip always. Train done. Based. See, did I put these guys? Yeah, that needs to be equip always. Copy paste. These guys, so those guys start from that month. Cancel, take these guys, edit, sleep room as well. Do it always, the others are okay. Let's make them off duty all year round first. So I'm putting all these to train twice a year for now. Equip always, train, done, copy, paste, and then wait, how did I put these guys to train? Right, I put you in there, so now that's the same for you now. No, that's fine. Schedule. Actually, we need couple of more squads. Couple of more squads, so this will be one leader Stakut and Risen. Then we do a new squad for Stakut, full steel melee. This is Militia 4. Militia 4, and they schedule, sleep room at will, done editing, everything else is okay. Clear the year. Clear the year, and they would be training in here. Equip always 10. Train, done, copy, paste. And then the remaining will be Moonstone and Opal. There, then one more squad for Risen, full steel melee. Militia 5. Back to squads. Schedule. Sleep room as well. Done. Edits. Like that. And then Moonstone and Opal. Equip always 10. Train. Done. Copy. Paste. Done and done. Done and done. And then all these... Let's see, every one of them. So now we should have all these guys in staggered training. Staggered training, Fortress Guard can wait. This puts me 6 squads in training, 2 months. So we will have someone training in the front entrance all the time. That was the idea of 6 squads, 2 months at a time. Then one last thing, the names for these guys. So these are great spears. Let's see, we put these guys. So we are missing mazes, right? Other way around. Yeah, but I usually save this for the relax squad, so let's change that. Change that into... Let's see. It's a little bit too similar to that one. That is way too bright. But how would that work as black? Ooh, I like that. That is nice. That is nice. So with that, and then the last squad. Last squad, and I have used the main weapons already, so I guess these guys would be... They're actually not gonna be wrestlers, but I will make them kind of look like one. It's a different enough color for sure. I will maybe change that into something else. Yeah, let's change this one to maybe more on the red side. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then these guys were great spears. These ones would be something mace. If we have mace here, don't they know about mace? What? Okay. Crushing. It's in Tales of Crushing. Clear that. Do we have like a Morning Star? Do we have some weapon here? Can I actually say the... wait, is it rear compound? Starts morning. No, that's not the way I wanted to. Hyphen compound. Star morning. And that doesn't work in there. It's morning of crushing. Let's see what else do we have here. Axe we already used. Here. We have shield. We have shields. The shields. So already is pretty good. The angry shields. Let's call them that. I will change their symbol to. Do we have a shield here? Yes, we do. There we go. And then finally these guys. Do we have fist? Fist in the Dwarven language? We do. The gloved fist, I actually like that. There we go. Now they are properly named. They are properly assigned. They are in the staggered training. Now we just need to assign everyone. So right now there's only dwarves in here. Looks like I selected one of them, one of the commander squads guys to be the leader, but that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I will take your dwarf request out. You are still our countess, so you don't. Sorry, duchess at the moment, so you don't need another dwarf. Okay, but also what we need to do: better rooms, better room for the duchess. We need a better tomb. We need more stuff. We need the rooms for the captain of the guard. We need dungeon. We need dungeon. We will. Okay, let's go one step at a time. So let's before I even unpause the game. I've been here almost 2 hours and I have not been doing the stuff I really planned to do. But that's how it sometimes is. Dwarf Fortress. Okay, so this is the manager's office, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's do manager. New manager. Do we have someone who's already good organizing and could do this? We do. But they will also be learning this, so it doesn't matter that much. Let's make Ashveratu our manager. So the manager office changes to Ashveratu. There we go. Then we're gonna assign a new bookkeeper. Our new bookkeeper will be this militia captain. Right. Ideally, I would actually want to select these guys so that they are not in the military, but I can't really. I was about to select Innuendum as one, so Innuendum could actually be a record keeper for now. But I will select this one here, and then for that one I for some reason never made the room, but this will be the bookkeeper's room. Bookkeeper's room, and then right, So the Duchess just needs an office, and the thing about this is that all kinds of visitors will be running, but then again we have her room in here, so we could have the office there as well. It's not that long away from it, so I actually like this location quite a bit. And I think when we engrave it, that would be enough. But then comes a question for the captain of the guard, because they will be taking people to interrogation, and we also want to have the jail maybe nearby. Let's see about my... It's the first floor. Do still have room here and here. Yeah, we do need more bedrooms. I see it in there. Not sure if I would I use this space to anything else. Would I just have the room in here? Let's make them here. So looks like I made the rooms like that. The captain of the guard doesn't actually need that big of a, as big as the Duchess. So maybe I would make them a little bit smaller. No, but I don't know. I don't want those there. I want them somewhere separate. Question is where. Kinda like the spot though. Yeah, let's put it there. That was my first idea, so let's do that. But then we need to think about the dungeons. And this. Let's see, and we need a lot of them. They will need to bring food and water, possibly to them. So access to the well and the food could be good, or even the drinks potentially, but the drinks are in the middle at the moment, so maybe the dungeon would be like somewhere in here, in multiple levels. This space is also unused. I actually like this place here. So I like it quite a bit. It's kind of fitting that it's here next to this core that we have the... Okay, so let's... so eventually, if we go... We will need like 20 cells. We should like to make the cells 3 by 3. 3 by 3, so would this place fit them well? I'm gonna start it here. I have this space here for something in the future still. Okay, maybe I will start under this one. Yeah, this could be the place. We could kind of have the dungeon master above it if we have a room later. So we could have a Dungeon Master's office. Office and things here, and then go down there. So would I dig it down from here or here? See, if we would have like that, we would have like 3x3 dungeons. Dungeons like this. Or actually, maybe this could be the Dungeon Master's level. Let's do that. Paint anything just yet. Okay, so let's see how would this go if I fits nicely with that room. I kinda like that. Then we would potentially come all the way up in here. Those off. Yeah, I like this. Right now we need already 15 or 16. 16 of the rooms, so this would be so that's 6, 12, 18. 24. If you go to the default population cap of 220, then you need 22 jails for the captain of the guard not to be unhappy. Even that's if there's only like one in use, maybe 2 at max, depending on how many bar brawls and artifact steals you have. But still need the cages or such. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this could be, but then in this system I could actually do is have these could be the dungeon master's quarters here if I ever make one. Office and a bedroom or something. Okay, those were the dungeons. Let's see, do I have enough? We have chains already. Okay, I would like those chains to be like masterwork level. Are we going into my melt pile? This needs to be melted pile right there. It's gonna be melted. Be melted. Right, so I don't have a setup yet for the lower quality other stuff. Yeah, change the stockpile into slightly smaller. And this one can take Ah, right. It's finished goods actually, the chains. Actually, I can take all these if they are made out of metal. Made out of metal, and now I'm jumping from thing to thing, but this let's take am I making anything else out of metal than chains at the moment? Probably not much. Tools maybe. Yeah, tools. Yeah, let's take metal away from there. This can be smaller. Metal. Finished goods. All of them metal. It's the highest quality stuff. That's where we can get the stuff for. Stuff for smelting. I will actually take them away from this stockpile, I think. Let's make them separate. Separate one in here because it uses bins. Multiple finished goods. All metal. Lower quality stuff. And then let's make steel chains, because why not? Actually, we could make should we make some because the change material doesn't matter actually for how much it can take. So should we make some golden chains for our jails? I kind of actually like that idea. Yeah, we have gold bars. Let's make golden chains. Golden chain. Gold. You make it out of, there we go. Watch gold chain. So we need 22 of these. So they are now bringing these here, and if we want to, we can melt these lower quality items and then just make better ones. Okay, so that is happening. We are making the golden chains, and then dungeons will be built. Did I make these? I made these at we need to make these faster than some of the other things, so this needs to be reassigned to priority 2. At least some of them, I guess. They might actually continue working on these. so much simpler if I thought about the priority right away. I need to do this right now, because now that we have a captain of the guard, it doesn't take that long for them to start complaining about lack of chains, and that is a super unhappy thought for actually for the captain of the guard, and I think it might actually like cause some trouble for someone else as well if they think that our justice system is not up to date. At least the captain of the guard. Okay, so let's do that. Actually, that can be lower priority because that's not one of the rooms. Matters that much. Okay, good. Then up here, all this needs to be smoothed. Anything else? Right, this area needs to be the training area for everyone but the fortress guard. So how's my bedroom engraving coming? It's coming along well, so this could actually be a side now. So again, jumping from thing to another, but let's start doing this as well. So all the doors first. Doors, build furniture bed. Build furniture cabinets. And build furniture chests. Bedrooms, multi, 16 bedrooms, boom. And we'll wait that they mine others out. Continue. Yeah, the blue line, when I originally started, I had like 11 by 11 central square, and then 11 by 11s like 8 around it, and this blue line was my like original outline for the fortress, that I want to keep most of the stuff inside the square, and then when I branch out of it, it's like on purpose, that it can be further from the kind of central functions in a way. That's why I have some of these places. So it's also for me to reminder that okay, if I start making something there, I need to think about that. Is that the place where I want to build that? And yeah, not that relevant actually anymore. But I've just left it there, especially on some of these levels where I have done less things, or where there's still stuff to be done. So actually, this level already starts to be rather clear with this in mind. But these some of these upper levels, then or lower levels, I might still think that's okay. What do I want to do here? I also know that this, when I see this, I see that this is under my food production area, so something related to that might come in here and so on. Does the captain of the guard require a special room? No, they are happy. Happy with that already. They do need some stuff that those will go into their office. Right, and she needs better. Oh, she needs better office as well. Ooh. No, but we didn't make her an office. I was about to make her an office there in the top. This was supposed to be her office, right? Because she was the manager, and now she's no longer. Okay, let's engrave these. Engrave these for them. Including the doors. Did I engrave that already? So let's make this a diner. Oh, that was the diner. Yeah, so we'll have an office for the Baroness. Well, actually, in this case, I should change this as well because this is now the Duchess's dining. This will be captain's dining. It's actually captain of the guard, but then we have an office. Duchess's office. And then we have captain's. I have not remembered to trade with them. More or less forgot that they were even here. Captain of the guard. Captain of the guard. Duchess. And will be the bookkeeper. Okay, so let's make tables. Chair. No, wait a minute, that's the office.
Yes.
That is the office. Just a moment, let's change that. Hey, it's MZ. Cheers for that resub, man. So, doors in here, and it's the captain of the guard's dining. Furniture, table, chair, and then at least the captain of the guard requires an armor stand. And a rack. Oh, they don't even have that need. Okay, fine. They just need a room. But they actually got now like a really nice rooms, and she just needs more stuff. More chests and cabinets. Those will go into bedrooms. Well, add the extra racks as well, and she also wants to make some more corkscrews. So let's make that happen as well. I'm making them out of steel because I will most likely just melt them. Yeah, let's make. Let's go in here and make. cabinets. Actually, I will make those 2 chests in. Using the wrong buttons. Couple of chests in her office. And then... So let's take those away from there. Never mind. Build military armor stand. Build military rack. Build furniture. Chest. Like that, and she starts to be happy. Now just her tomb needs to be better. Which is fine. Let me see, I could just re-engrave it. I'm pretty sure that should be okay. That's a masterful one. Yeah, we were not that great in engraving back then, so there's one masterful one. Can I like take those out? Do I need to? I need to construct on top of them and then take them away. I don't do that. You could also actually the biggest thing you can do for value of the room. The most easy is to build a floor out of valuable thing like platinum and then engrave that. Even a single piece of lore will be like stupidly powerful as far as value goes. But yeah, let's re-engrave this. I think this is the way I can do it, so I'll just cover everything that was not masterwork and we'll redo them. Pretty sure that will be enough even for even without making the room bigger. What's the biggest thing you've trapped in the minecart trap? It has killed 2 forgotten beasts. One of them died like one shot when it came in there, and then one of them died instantly, and then one of them actually was dodging the minecart like a badass. That was a good lesson that we need to up things in our defense. And right, I do need to trade. Actually, I was thinking about changing my broker, start training someone else's skills, but I think I will keep the dodges there for now. So let's ask her here. And let's bring some prepared meals. Prepared meals, we have some valuable ones here. There's some really valuable ones. Yeah, I think that's probably enough. Let's look at the bins. We are looking at the bin number 16 because that's our crafts. Is it that empty or did I miss it? There it is. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I can send anyone, but when you send anyone, it can actually be a kid, which is really. You could actually train a kid to be a broker, at least in theory, by just sending someone in there. Okay, where are you? There you are. Trade. Good. Okay, let's see what they have. Not many blocks, sadly. No nice colors for us. Lead and copper, don't care. Locks, yes please. Thanks for playing locks, that's very kind of you and smart. When I see these instruments, I'm thinking that we need to make some of the instruments ourselves. At least when we make the tavern eventually. We have a lot of food, a lot of meat, a lot of fish, a lot of everything. We are producing stuff ourselves, so it's not that big of a deal. I could take, you know what? I will take these bismuth bronzes so that we can smelt them. If I see any steel, I will take them. I think, yeah. But everything else. Not really. We'll smelt the steel stuff. So we can make such a higher quality ones right now. The bags. I will actually take the dice if they bring those. Yes, please. I think everything else we have in abundance. I'll take Egyptian blasters. We'll take steel bolts and bismuth bronze and iron ones as well. That is not a bad idea, Pelador, is to have like a backup trader who has some appraiser so that you can see the value if someone. And you could even like have them come here, trade something, and then bring the main one in here. Take the steel anvils. Yeah, we don't really need this. It would just be extra stuff for us. Steel greaves. A steel wheelbarrow. It would be some one heavy ass thing to haul. I'll take the sheets there. Okay, we don't need much here. Let me see. I will let's put that one prepared meal in there, and then just select the goods we have been making. See if this takes me to green. I'm clicking one by one because I don't want to trade the pin at the moment, and I think this will take us pretty close. As soon as we hit like 2900, it will go green. There we go. $200 is the default limit. Once you hit it, if you lose say 50 dwarves and you're down to 150, will they start sending some migrants again until you're back to 200? Yes, they will. Yes, they will. And 200 is the default, but then also remember that the hard cap is different. So you can grow to 220 from like having kids or some things like that. But yeah, they will send as long as your population is under the cap, you will get new ones. Let's you are no longer needed. Tools. It because I know I will take the pin back as well. There we go. And speaking of which, I think my population cap is 160 at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, I think I will keep it at that until we get the bedrooms done, and then I will open it. Open it for everyone. Man, well, the things I did in the past 2 hours was actually really good. That was I got my nobles sorted. We got the captain of the guard started, so we have justice. I started the whole military almost from scratch. I got them training. I got them barracks into works. I still need to do those. We got the dungeons built. We got the jails from there as soon as we placed the chains. Even that I was planning to do the minecart stuff, but this was important stuff to do and just get over with, so that I can have them training. And now, as I started speaking, I completely forgot the thing I was actually meaning to do right now. Let me see. Barracks. Barracks I wanted to check. This is now... Oh, they are even trading there. That's awesome. Barracks, offices. The tube. The tube. That's what I wanted to go and do. Yeah, I originally actually... This was such an odd angle for this to come with that I was like, wait a minute, is this in our forts? but no, this is the first layer in the cavern. So let me just see. Yeah, these two will fight it out. So this one who has been here has killed one of the forgotten beasts earlier. They will battle it out now with this one. And it seems that this one doesn't fly. So yeah, let's follow it just a moment and see. It's disappearing into a places that we can't see. Let's actually follow the other one, because the other one can fly to this one. So let's follow this one, as this one is about to come and whoop its ass, probably. Or maybe not, I'm not sure if they have access. Interesting, they are not beelining towards each other. You do have access, right? If you just fly here, if you fly here and start going down, you would find it. Yes, they could fight each other. Ah, this one has killed something in another fort. Nice. So wait a minute. This is a great feathered toad. Twisting jointed trunk and bloated body. Grey feathers fluffed out. Noxious secretions. And the other one is a flyer. The other one is a flyer who already killed one. A buzzard composed of mud. Yeah, this one did get quite a beating from the previous beast. But yeah, it doesn't look like they are too interested in like right away going at each other. So let's see. Oh, when did we have capuchins? Okay, I think we had some animals running in. Needs rough gems. What? Why are you did I set up my... Now I know. There's gems somewhere that are being counted for the... Okay. They are being counted for this number here. Even that we for that reason you started the task. A little bit annoying. We should find like one gem somewhere and then have them cut that. Oh, maybe that will happen naturally. Okay, but let's see if we see pop-up of the fight. Yeah, we had some agitated animals attacking, I see. But let's see about the hospital. Did they... Don't think they caught anyone. Yeah, doesn't seem so. Okay, that's good. Yo, it was here. kind of they probably came in here, the caravan cars probably attacked them. I like this a lot, that the wagon goes along my road. I love it, straight out. Absolutely love it. This is so cool that they go straight down using it instead of like do going some stupid zigzag through the place. Okay, setting up the dungeons, that's still to do. Engraving this to get the tomb done. So that should take the tomb into Grand Mausoleum, I'm pretty sure. And let's smooth the dungeons. And yes, the bookkeeper's office was in the works as I changed it. Good. Let's quickly put a chair in there, and then let's engrave the remaining stuff. Door in there. Table. Let's have a nice table for them. Do we have a masterwork? No. Exceptional will do. Chair. Do we have a masterwork chair? No, we don't, so exceptional will do. And we also didn't assign it yet, so this is now bookkeeper's office. Keeper. There we go. There we go, and tomb is done. Tomb is done, and we have no needs, everything is okay. How do you help dwarven children who have slid into depression? Well, when they are already in depression, that's already kind of, you are already quite far in the spiral. But how I helped one in the previous fort was that I did have a waterfall, which helps a little, but that's not the only thing. I basically locked them into their own area, where they could only play and do nothing else but play. And I did lock in some cats in there in hopes of one of those cats at least adopting that kid as their owner, because they would get a happy thought about like super happy thoughts about getting a pet. But that didn't happen. But still, that kid eventually bounced out. So I made them like a really good bedroom, and then I had them burrowed in a burrow in their own area. That I also had locked. I built like a very special therapy room, and there was all kinds of things related to that. But the main thing was that they had food there, they had alcohol there, because kids do drink alcohol if they have access to it. And then super bedroom and cats, but that I didn't need that. They were just there playing, and eventually they bounced out. But it's hard if they are already in the depression. That's you are right there, really close on going mad. Okay, these migrants will hit us into the current population cap. So we get a bookbinder, fish dissector, and novice siege engineer joining us right now, and that is it. Okay. I think I will engrave the central square where I put the chain in all these, and I will decide if I engrave the jails otherwise. that. And then we need doors. Door. I saw when you opened the menu before, the population cap slider said 5,000. You can up it as high as you want. Like you can put the population cap to the 5,000 is the limit here, but I think you can go over even this one. But this would explode your computer. But you can. This is just the hard cap 220. It's just a configuration value. Go nuts. Okay, golden chains for the jail. Okay, I want to go and melt the lower quality ones, because we want badass chains, of course. This should have the golden iron chains that are lower, not to our standards, so we can just melt them. Let's see, those we want to melt as well. So I have stockpiles here. I'm taking like lower quality stuff, and I can just paint them to be melted as I want. This is the stuff I'm not melting yet because we don't want those metals. And then we can still go into the jails and put the exceptional ones in. Okay, so let's do open chain. Okay, let's say we're only able to do 3 exceptional ones for now. What are the blue mining orders? They are the blueprints. I use the blueprints to type. So this is access from cavern 1, 2, and 3. I sometimes use it to write notes, like let's see here in the cavern. I use the type, and then these ones here. I originally, as I already mentioned a while ago, I painted like the outline of my fortress, how far from the central staircase I want to be. So, but yeah, those are blueprint orders. I don't have any bedrooms in the blueprints anymore because I already. But yeah, I made all the bedrooms down here in blueprints, and then I just turned them on with turn the blueprints into actual things feature. I would like that to actually be a limestone wall, so let's quickly jump in here. Yeah, limestone can be used. I don't think I have a limestone block, do I? You have one, nice. Sometimes I wish they would go level by level instead of going from left to right on all sea levels with the mining. The bedrooms kind of... that's why I always usually assign just one level at a time. So that this doesn't happen, kind of none of the levels is actually ready. Because they're going from left to right. If you don't play with the priorities, that is. But the thing is, they keep the priority you set the blueprints on. We discovered that earlier. That's the hard part about it if you use blueprints. If you make blueprints with priority 4, then those will all be 4 when you turn it off. Which I think is a little bit stupid. I think you should be able to set the priority when you decide that now I want to do this, instead of deciding it when you are doing the blueprints. Of course, you could paint over, but that takes the whole idea of the blueprints away. I did assign these as bedrooms. Yes, I did. Okay. So I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, I have so many bedrooms. So many bedrooms to be done. I did up the population a little bit too fast and then I forgot the bedrooms for a long time. Chains. Open chain. Let's see. Did we get more gold ones? No, we didn't. Dungeon. Dungeon 1. So now our justice system should say 3 out of 16. Yep. Does. Ooh, someone got a platinum wall. Nice. That is so valuable that I should actually cut that out. No, this one. Good. I think we might need more gold as well. Now, where did we have gold? There were a lot of gold in the near the caverns, but it was here. Here, but I don't necessarily want to touch these all so much, but let's do. Let's see if we can. Oh no, not that. Not the auto. Just want to see how much do we have here. I actually don't want those out, even that they are gold. More gold there. Should check that. Here as well. Should check that. Alright, we did have gold in here, so we'll go see how. Yeah, this actually probably goes all the way. So let's mine this part out. Seems like a good level to do it. See a little bit of gold here all the way around. So let's at least go there. More in here. A lot of it's in the cavern walls. There's more in here as well. Let's see if I come down from there. Okay, we have some here as well. Some there. More of the magnetite, so if we would continue this one down, let's see how that would work. Ah yeah, we start seeing some gold here as well. Oh, that's limonite, it just looks like gold. Let's see, I did take this quite far already, but let's see. Yeah, this was a pretty good spot I chose for this. Yeah, here we start seeing the gold a little bit. This can go. This can go a long way. Some gold in here. Gold in here. Mine that, and let's see how much of it we have. Tetrahedrites here. I don't mind mining that as well. Let's open it up a little. What did we have? Stickmund. So hey Paskinger, how you doing? This is this fort is the one that we started after Beers, the new fort for the civilization. I don't remember Pasking. I think you have been here watching this fort as well. This is not a new one. This is the one that we started. That I planned to be a small one, but I ended up continuing this one. So let's check here for gold. Okay, that is gold as well, so let's mine this one out. More gold. Some tetrahedrite right here. Check that as well. Some gems in here. Right. This is magnetite, so that means we can have platinum here as well. Let's mine that out. Same thing in here. Oh, this actually need to be that high of a priority. Some magnetite there as well. Check that side. Magnetite in here. Limestone, some magnetite here as well, magnetite in this part. Just some dirt. Here we have limonite, look, that looks very much like gold. Okay, that confused me there earlier. We'll have those ones later. This was limonites. The gold is deeper, but we have some places for that as well. Here we have some gold and magnetites. This could be an interesting level to dig out later. check up a bit what's here. Some gold in there. Some gold in here, so let's check that. When we get closer here, we had more gold, right? Another vein of gold, yeah. Seems to be continuing all the way here, so let's check that. Let's get these assignments out of the way here. Seems to be a code there, so we continue to go down. No, we can mine these later. Okay. Let's let the game run again. See that none of the migrants came with any animals we haven't assigned. We keep getting more kittens and stuff, so let's assign them here. Kittens and puppies. What can I do for funny mood or strange mood dwarf that is still missing some components? What's that? Don't seem to have corresponding ingredients to workshops. Stacked clothes. That's very likely the reason for that. So you are missing either cloth in general or very specifically wool cloth or silk cloth. If you don't have those, or if you can't somehow, if you don't have like a woolly animals like alpacas, llamas or sheep, or if you don't have webs somewhere in your caverns for the silk cloth, those are usually the ones that are hard to get if you have not prepared for that. And I speak from experience because we have gone quite a bit out of our way to save a strange mood dwarf who has been wanting to have some silk cloth. I'm almost certain it is the stacked cloth that they are, and in that case probably silk or wool. Assuming you have normal clothes, they might want that as well. And they will go insane in about a season if you don't get that stuff. Yeah, I can send you some Forgotten Beast silk for sure. I wish I could. Right, let's continue with the dungeons. Wait, did they make all the golden chains already? I think they made. Alright, I didn't make an additional order. Let me check how much gold. Okay, we have a plenty. Golden chain. Let's make 20. I like to see those masterpiece armors being made and masterpiece everything else as well. Very nice. You know what's one thing here, since I haven't even gotten to the thing I put in the title, because that was I thought that would be the only thing today. But yeah, let's fill this one with magma and see if this works. So that's empty. Let's pump this and let's see if the minecart comes through this one. This has been a long time in the making. This will be the test number 10, I think. And speaking of strange moods, Speaking of strange moods, I think we are about to get yet another legendary armor. So let's see what they pick. Please pick steel. Why did you take limestone first? Oh? Were you so fast of picking metal part that I didn't even see what you picked? Or did you take like raw iron? There must be something in the workshop already. Just taking raw ore stones instead of metal. Yeah, what did you take there? Ah, gold. Okay. We're gonna get another gold armor, which will be quite useless, but oh well. We take what we get. So yeah. Gold bars. We had some stones in there for the menacing spikes, I guess. A pigtail, glow, turkey leather, some gems as well. But yeah, it's gonna be a golden artifact, which we have a couple. We did get the thin gauntlets, gold high boots we have, and we have thin gold left gauntlets. So probably no one is gonna wear these, but like thin. Any right gauntlet, but preferably to even be thin, because that's kind of that's not a dwarven thing. That guy was armorsmith, so I think it will be a armor and not for example instruments. Let's see. Who knows? Maybe they decided to blacksmith instead. Start making. Actually, now that I'm gonna make these barracks, we need to up our weapon rack amount. Well, actually, let's up this to just a little bit. Something here. Let me place them a little bit faster. Ropes and chains. Let's see, we've got some gold ones that are good. Not that many. We do have a couple of really good. Okay, yeah, okay. I believe it is. Let me see. I'm not sure if it's blacksmithing or metal crafting when they make the chains. Not sure about that. Let me see what metal crafters do we have. Okay, yeah, getting quality gold chains will probably be quite hard actually. Is it blacksmithing? We do have a legendary blacksmith, so we blacksmiths were doing the mine carts at least, because we got Homeric doing those, and they turned out great. Maybe the chains are metal crafting. They are probably is, because they are considered finished goods. So maybe blacksmith does like the furniture category, metal things, and then metal crafter does the finished goods. I think that's how it goes. So then, if I would like to have high quality chains and stuff, we would have to have like a highly skilled ones from here doing it, and they would probably also need to have their own guild. Let me test this if I change this into these highly skilled ones. Highly skilled ones, because I think this these guys doing the chains would not do it anymore. Yeah, this guy was on the job already, but they will swap out of it, I'm pretty sure. Intricate gold low boots. That's inges. We did have a boot before, I think. So no, we had a gauntlet, and I don't know. We're starting to pile up quite a lot of golden armor because they really want to pick up the gold every time. Okay, but let's see what that was. So that's the plunge of ceilings. Golden, intricate gold low boots. It is encrusted with rectangular limestone capuchons, decorated with pigtail and encircled with bands of oval tetrahedral capuchons, adorned with hanging rings of turkey leather. And the item is an image of Cloud in gold. And the item is an image of Wutok Pudding, the dwarf, and Failure Mind, the church bracelet in church. Wutok Pudding is raising Failure Mind. Failure Mind is one of the artifacts we did here in 2 years ago. The item is an image of Endok Stoked Floor, the dwarf, and dwarves in magnetites. Ooh, yeah, new information about our civilization. Endok Stoked Floor was queen in 75. So we are getting that history from year 75 to 100. And then, but we are not seeing much between 100 and 117. So this civilization was very much alive in the year, like just before the world generation ended. But for some reason they lost all their sites, and we stepped in 117. I did trade with the caravan, by the way. Oh, you went with the... Oh, right, you were getting the stuff for the strange mood when the caravan just left. That sucks. You can try to rush for the caverns and try to collect webs for the silk and hope that it's hope that they want silk instead of wool. But that's what I did in my first fortress. I haven't even found the caverns, or I didn't have them open, and I rushed in, and one dwarf ran in, picked up some webs, weaved silk cloth, and I got the silk cloth for the strange mood dwarf, and there's even a clip for that because I was quite happy about that. Yeah, this golden chain production is not working really well. Okay, but let's just see like who's doing them. Sir Guard, so is it Metal Crafter? Okay, Metal Crafters are doing the finished good stuff like the chains. Okay. So in theory they could be learning that in the Metalsmiths Guild, which is could be learning that's in there. The Armorers Guild is just silly. I will turn that to a citizens own, no, members only, because it's everyone wanted to become an armorer, and they did. If you were not here in the beginning, take a look at our list of legendary armorsmiths. All these are most from the guild. Just like handful has been actually making any armor. There's 30 of them right now. 30 legendary armorsmiths out of 160. Weaponsmiths only 15. What the hell? Guilds. Make guilds. They are pretty overpowered if you use them right. Like, they are crazy good. Just crazy good. Just don't make a tavern. Without wasting any materials, 30 legendary armor smiths. Works pretty good. Yep. You can get to legendary with just a guild. And you don't even need any skill to begin with. You don't even need anything. Well, actually you do need, like, because for them to go there and for someone to start teaching, they need to be at least dabbling, I think. It's just like have that tiny little bit, but have them craft one armor, and after that have them be in the guild for a year and they are legendary. Yes. Because at the moment in my fortress, the only place they can go to have social time is the generic temple or the guild halls. So they go to the guild halls to socialize, but then if someone is there to teach, they seem to quite often join that teaching. And this has been running for many years, but you can even play that. I saw this is where I got the idea. There was a Reddit post. Someone made Burrow with a guild hall, and they put like their own food storage there, alcohol, and they locked 2 dwarves in there. Just 2 dwarves. And as long as one of them had like some skill to begin with, for example, they just crafted something, in a year to year and a half, they both came out legendary, because they teach each other, and they also learn when they are teaching. So yeah, guilds are I'm not gonna say broken, but they are very powerful, and people are not using them. People are only building guilds when they get the petition, and at that point you already have the at least 10 of that's professions dwarves, so they only get like a little bit better. And the key is to have the setting. Key is to have the setting in citizens only. Not only members, if you want them to train more. Yeah, this is the main thing for my fortress. It's a little bit silly, to be honest, and it's also in action for doctors, which I haven't actually checked in a while. So let's check the doctors, shall we? Let's see how well that has been working. So have they been teaching diagnosis now? Okay, they still seem to... I would need a separate guild for that. So the doctoring guild seems to only be teaching the suturing. But let's see, surgery. Okay, they are actually teaching surgery to each other. So that is working. So that is just a doctor's guild, they don't have a separate one. What about setting bones? That is working as well, nice. Okay, so I would need a doctor's guild, which I have, but then a separate diagnostician's guild would actually help. Suturing, all this is from guild. All this is from guild. We've had like just a couple of injuries in the beginning. Dressing wounds, same thing, nice. Okay, it's working well. But it's the same thing when you start training your military. Yeah, just like you said, that they are just barracks. But instead of fighting, they teach each other. In barracks, the dwarves train fighting, and they will become legendary with just sparring in like a year or two. Well, 2 years maybe. Yeah, that would be fantastic. The learning like the tactics and such. You would have like a what is it, like officer school. That would be nice. And I'm not sure, kind of, would it actually be possible if you set someone to be a scholar? Let's say you have a militia captain, they go for a couple of missions, so they have a little bit of tactician. What if you make them a scholar? Would there be a chance for them to actually produce some written works about tactics and learn while they are doing that? This is just speculation, I have no idea, but it could be an interesting interesting test as well. But I think the scholar, the whole library thing is, I would probably need to do like a library focused fort to see how to make that work the best. Warriors make glorious scholars because of their high observation. Right, and then I think library is also something that benefits greatly from visitors. Because the visitors can come and do their own scholars, you can have visiting scholars, but then your scholars and dwarves learn from the visiting ones. Okay, I just realized I do need more of these barracks, so I will make them here. I'll make them here. I painted some of the minings with priority 4. Now I need to do everything faster than that. God damn it, crafters! Make me better chains. I need to make a metal crafter's guild to get the proper chains I want. Come on. Do better. Do better, dwarves. If I skip taverns, visitors will be more scholars and such. In theory, yes. For me, this has been kind of an experiment not to have tavern, but that does cause some issues because the dwarves seems to be that they are not. Even that they do go to socialize in the guilds, they are missing the make merry part, so they can't go to party, and they don't see the performances, which actually brings me back to that I should have the instruments in my generic temple, so I should have the chests in there. Let me see, so let's make this couple of chests there for the instruments. I think in the temple they actually need a performer for them to do the demonstration and the performances. Let's just add them there so they can bring the instruments in, and I am planning to do the tavern at some point, but I also remembered I left this guy pumping here for ages, so how about we stop the pumping? We don't need the pumping training anymore. Right, let's have the test number. This guy was going at it. Damn it. Okay, but yeah, let's have the test number 10 or so, and see if that thing now fills with magma and comes out on the other side. This has been literally six in-game years into working to get this working. Okay, I need to change this one into kick, and the bottom no orders. Okay, come on, let's do this. If this comes out on the other side of the magma and it's invisible, it means it's a success. Come on. It still stopped there. Come on. Okay. I need to take it one time. I think it bounced into the ramp and stopped again. Okay, test number 11. Let's go and drain it. Oh man, I think I'm in the right track when I'm just making this one shorter. I think that will. Now we know what we need to do. Okay, and up in here we still have the route there that needs more of it, so that's good. Okay. Okay, what's here? Well, you know, but I think I will actually just place. I will place all the golden chains, and I will replace them. Place them later. Oh, nice! At least one more exceptional there, so then I can place the rest with just what we get. We'll go for more quality later. Okay, so the dungeon here. Dungeon here now has that one. Dungeon. Yeah, so this is dungeon 2. Dungeon 3. And dungeon 4. Doors. Well, they were getting better at it. Better at it for sure. Some exceptional ones in there. So then just 6 more. Nice, some platinum in here, very nice. Means we can expand this this part of the mine. It's winter. The turkeys grew up, so we can have a next batch of butchering. Mechanics wants a Grand Guild Hall. Alright. Actually happened quite fast there as well. I need to turn that into a... I was already preparing for that actually. This needs to be members on. Okay, they trained way too many of those. I think I will turn most of the guilds into members only now. We have quite a lot of professionals now in all the fields. So maybe we'll turn the weaponsmiths back to citizens only. And then the animal trainers and the doctors guild, which will remain. Oh, that's the planter one. That's the farmer, which we don't want too many. Engravers is fine, and the doctors guild will stay as citizens only. Actually, I might as well make that long-term residence as well. I can let the visitors come there. They know something about doctoring. Okay. So now the dungeons should be done. Yeah, we have excess dungeons. Excess dungeons, but one was still missing a golden chain. Can you train engraving through a guild too? Yes, that was my main thing with the guilds, to have not legendary but highly skilled engraver and engravers as soon as possible, so that I could engrave valuable rooms easier. But yes, any skill that you can build a guild to, you can train without doing the actual stuff. And to train someone from 0 to legendary in engraving, they need to do like 15, like not 1500, like 150 or something, like it might actually be in thousands. They need to do like a stupid amount of engravings to become legendary. But in the guild, these only 2 of these were engraving something before they came engravers. Legend. Only 2 were engraving before they came legendary. So at least how many is that? 8. 8 became legendaries from 0 engraving skill in the guild alone. Yep. you want to use guilds more. Like if you use them selectively, what I have done is that I have built like one guild at a time. We started with the engraver. I had a planter guild as well to have another planter. I made a doctor's guild, but then like years later I made a weaponsmiths and armorsmiths guild, and as you saw, that went really well. Because some of these dwarves are actually legendary in like 3 or 4 labors. I have like a legendary armorsmith, weaponsmith, planter or something like that, all legendary. And they have done that while they have been tending my fields. So they have been feeding everyone and taught themselves to be a legendary armor and weaponsmith. That has worked very well indeed. Okay, but let's do the next batch in here. Next batch in here. There's almost no downsides to the guilds. Because they get super happy thoughts about teaching. If they are socializing, they might get into arguments and stuff. That never happens if they are in the guilds. Never happens if they are in the guilds, as they are usually just teaching, so that they get happy thoughts about teaching, happy thoughts about learning. Just use guilds more. And one of the reasons I was doing this fort with guilds here was that we will have a stream in the KidFox channel next Saturday. With it's a stream by Salford Sal, who streams on the official KidFox Games channel. I'll be a guest there talking about these community spaces, like taverns, guild halls, libraries, all that stuff. But I wanted to see how good guilds really are, and obviously they are ridiculously good. Pretty much that, yeah. Like they, well, actually no, not quite like that, because they, in the guilds, they also socialize. They are also socializing in the guilds, but almost as soon as, and also don't worry about the needs that much. Like this fellow is just unfocused because of these needs, but they are not stressed about it. So don't worry about needs too much, unless the dwarf is already stressed. then it helps to make them meal. But no, these are not that important. It of course tells me that okay, we should have a tavern so that they could make merry and stuff, but it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, they socialize, but they can't have that kind of tavern. Tavern gives them more of those merry things. They have they can go and listen to poetry or do performances of poetry or music themselves, and you are missing those things. And actually, I'm not saying that the guilds don't work if you have a tavern for your dwarves, but because they don't get a choice. Do they go to tavern, temple, or guild? They only have temple and guild, so they go to guild more. That's my reasoning, but I think it works even with the tavern. You don't need to go this extreme with it. Speaking of tavern, we want to build that, and I think this spot here could be actually my tavern. Or would I do it? Let's see. I always want to have the tavern in like central location, and for this fort I didn't really plan for it. Didn't really plan for it, which I usually do. I could have it in this one. So when this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. We even have those there so they can run straight up from there. You know what? Maybe we have the tavern in here. Or even this. No. I want it here. Let's make this one. Let's make a tavern here a little bit deeper in the forts. Let's see how that works. Ah, yes. Thank you for the reminder of the petition. Actually the only thing I need to do for that petition is make this room bigger. Thank you. I was already in it, but then I started talking about the other stuff as you asked. Yes, thank you. So I think we were almost there already. And when the guild is already there, you see that you have agreed, but this is nowhere else visible. Good, thank you. I would have totally forgotten that with thinking about all those things. Okay, let's see. Fire opal. Minecart's still there. Can close the train already, that doesn't matter anymore. Now I will remove the forbidden from this. As soon as they are not in magma tier, they would go and pick it up. And we will assign that one right there, even that it is at the moment inaccessible, but they will bring it up. As soon as that magma evaporates. I don't have to be looking at that, that's cool. Okay, I think everything should be kind of into works at the moment. Kind of we got everything settled. I continue to melt the lower quality armors, and slowly the military will have their stuff. Slowly they will fill this, so that's good. I think the only thing missing is that don't care about. Well, actually, the tip you can take away from this one, the magma thing. What I'm doing with this is just like totally unnecessary science I want to do. But if you want to have a really simple way, while it looks complicated, really simple way of having magma forges up on top, build a corridor, and then have a floodgates, magma safe, and then some place to drain the magma from that. Don't make it too big, this is enough. Like make it like 12, maybe 16. And then figure out how to pump magma in there. Have a stockpile full of iron minecarts. So have a furniture type, minecarts, metal, or whatever magma safe minecarts you can do. Not wooden, obviously. Nickel is great if you have it. And then pump magma fluids. They get filled with that. And then carve a mine track from the bottom. Many levels up. In my case, like 100. And have them bring it in here, and then build tracks where they can dump the magma into a pit. Build a track stop with the dump condition from here to here. They bring the magma there, dump that. As soon as it's 4, it's done. Build another track stop, change the routes. And I've been doing that now in two fortresses, and I will never build smelters like down where the magma is ever again. Like people are always thinking too complicated, like pump stacks, and that's like, you need pump stacks if you want to have like some cool magma trap and like have a magma moat or something like that. For that you need pump stack. But you can just, and you don't need to do overkill like this, because you only need to do it like maybe you need like 3 at max 4 smelters. Then if you want like 2 magma forges, couple of glass furnaces, and that's about it. You don't really need more than that. And yes, you don't even need the tracks. You can carry them as well. That's a little bit more dangerous and takes time, but I have done that as well before Steam version. They can also carry the magma carts full of magma. Yeah, indeed. No, they don't consume the magma. That's the thing. It needs to be higher than 2, so that it doesn't evaporate, or 2 or higher, and you need 4 for the forge to work. But once it's 4, that's it forever. They only use the heat of it, and it never evaporates when it's more than 1. And as said, kind of, I have done this over time, so I have a lot of them. But just getting that couple of magma furnaces forges going, that doesn't take that, like that's like one patch of the minecarts in the bottom. That is completely different option than if you build your whole fortress there. That is something I actually want to do. I always do my fortresses on top. But I actually want to do a deep fortress one day. That is on my list of things to do. Like go straight to magma. Like as soon as you start, just get stuff inside and dig down and make it there. That's something I'm planning actually to do. Now that you mention it, might actually be my next fort. That could be the thing for the next one. Let's go deep. Let's go deep right away. Yeah, I will put that in my idea list of stuff to do. Okay, what are we waiting for? We are waiting for bedrooms to be engraved. We are waiting for the magma to empty. We are waiting for nothing else really. So I think I will place these bedrooms here, then I will take a break. And then we'll go actually do the stuff I planned to do today, which was the minecart repeater. Start working on the timing for the spears. Build Furniture beds. Build furniture cabinets. So I need to check that pick there. Why is it there? I think it might be owned by one of the military dwarves and they went into training. Build furniture chest. And also, I've been having fun hauling stones with minecarts. You don't need to do that it's completely unnecessary, but I've had fun doing that in the previous forts, and I did it here as well, and it's fun. Okay, that's 16 more bedrooms. But yeah, what I'm doing in here is here we go. So I have 2 minecart tracks from here to here, and then from here to here. And then after I got the fortress set up, I started this like in the last stream. So I have staircase going down from here. So, and then now I plan to have like all my mining kind of a quarry work, if you will, below that. So that they can just bring the stones up to these stockpiles and then hold them from there. So that is it feels very dwarven to actually use minecarts to haul the stones, even if you can just use wheelbarrows and it works more or less the same. Because the dwarves are not that logical with this. So for example, this dwarf here, like ideally this dwarf right here would now fill this minecart with stone and then kick it. But what might actually happen is that this dwarf only fills 3 stones, runs back, someone else is already running in, fills the last 2 stones and leaves, and then some third one runs in here and kicks it. Instead of like efficiently filling this and kicking, and so it's in theory it's super optimized, but then in reality when they are picking up their laborers they are doing like dumb things. Unless you use like dedicated haulers, I guess, which I very rarely do. But yeah, and it's effectively doing a quantum stockpile in here, as they are dumping all the rocks in that we are gathering. But that is great. What is our silk situation? They still have a gazillion million in here to collect. So I have already also trapped web shooting for cut and beast here, and I'm using the silk farming version 2 that I built in the previous fort, and this is very much described actually exactly as is in the Dwarf Fortress wiki. I think my my own kind of little tweaks here has made this pretty damn good. Okay, but yes, let's have a short break. Short break now that everything is in check. There's no maintenance things. We have the militia going. We have the orders to make them weapons and armor over time. Did I have them? Wait, did I have armors being made? Ah, they were here. Okay, right. So we are making them armors, weapons. They are now training. 6 squads, 2 months at a time. The fortress guard is set up. I don't have them training their crossbows yet, so that is missing. But that's alright. So we have the justice system, so that's the most important thing. And actually, before I go, this needs to be engraved so that we match that. So that I once again actually do remember that. So. And also, I was meaning to do this 5 by 10 by 11, and I went one step too far. Damn it. Let's engrave the 5. So that is now done. It will happen as soon as the engraving done. So 10, I don't think I have anything to Anything to remember? Yep. Let's take a break. Sorry, Homadic. I was a little bit hasty with my going to go for a break. Remember that one last thing. Yes, let's have a break, and I will continue after that. And if you need to leave today, I'm streaming on Thursday, Friday, next week, then also Saturday and Sunday. But we have that special in Kitfox Games' channel, so the next weekend is even more Dwarf Fortress than usual. But now, short break, and then we'll continue for at least 2.5 hours today, I think. Yeah, see you guys in just a moment.